everyone! I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2! Last time, a body has been discovered! Yeah, the first person to have been slain has been discovered, and it's Byakuya! We are starting our investigation on his murder in this episode. So, let's actually begin by looking at the body. Also, some of you may have noticed I changed the settings again on the game because remember when I said there's that weird hiccup that happens where sometimes when I boot up the game it doesn't let me run in 1080p on borderless full screen? Yeah, that happened again. So instead of running on borderless full screen, I'm actually running on normal full screen because that was the only way I was able to get the game to run in 1080p for some reason. But sometimes when I boot up the game and I want to run on borderless full screen, it only lets me run it in 720 instead of 1080. I don't understand how it works. But as a result, I also decided to change the anti-aliasing just to see if my computer can handle it. And so far, it seems to have. So I'm technically running the game on max settings. Apologies for that cut there. So my cat doesn't really like it when I record or do any sort of like recording or streaming. Most of the time, like 99% of the time, he'll just go into another room where it's nice and quiet. But no, not today. He decided today he's going to attack me. So yeah, had to calm the cat down before I could continue recording. Under this very table, Byakuya was. First, I should investigate the top of the table. Though, the only thing on top of this table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp, and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me, so now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it! I let out a shout as if to encourage myself and quickly looked beneath the table. Oh, what's the tape doing? Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell, like rusted iron hanging in the air. Enduring the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuya's body. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent progeny, was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. So, knife. Hold on, is that tape from the knife? Did somebody hide a knife under the table and Byakuya didn't know? You know what, I'm gonna look at that first. Because obviously there's a lot of things to look at. I'm gonna look at that first, that's the first thing that caught my eye. Bloody knife, is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. And all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in that Duralumin case. It's possible they stole this knife from the case. Or they hid it somewhere hard to find. Also, there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. Some kind of paint that's been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Oh, so the killer could find it in the dark. And that's what the tape is for. Oh, so they could find it during the darkness and use it to kill Byakuya. But the real question is who could do that, because the only person who was here before was Nagito. So he would have been the only one who was able to plan it, unless someone else came to help him and we didn't know. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of this duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Yeah, again, to help the killer find the knife. What's this? Looks like binoculars, but they're night vision goggles. Why is there a pair of binoculars under the table? They're night vision goggles. Hey. Yeah, thanks, Nagito. I'm aware. Hajime, those aren't binoculars. Eh? Then what are they?
Perhaps.
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. Yeah, I remember seeing that. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Or Byakuya used them to see? Night vision goggles been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I mean, that's also valid in, you know, thinking that the killer could have used it, but I was mostly thinking like, oh, Byakuya used it. Blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood spattered everywhere. And then the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The blood might have been splattered all over the place when he got stabbed. But there don't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. Interesting. Maybe Byakuya himself... that's a good point. Maybe Byakuya ran to the table and then was killed. Because he was probably trying to get the night vision goggles in case a blackout happened. Okay, so that does lead to what Hajime was saying about... Hajime was saying the killer could have used the binoculars, or night vision goggles. I'm still thinking maybe Byakuya used them. Body is collapsed face down on the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was... According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? Monokuma file number 1 has been updated in your handbook. Check the truth bullets menu to review it. I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little. I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. The Duralumin case, I don't know why I keep forgetting that word. The Duralumin case is open. I'm assuming it's because Byakuya opened it to get the night vision glasses. Ah, this is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of Duralumin. Last time I saw it, it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What's this? Hard plastic case, but it's just the case. The inside is empty. I wonder what's inside. But the one thing that really catches my attention is this small key. It must be the key to the other Duralumin case. That other case was in the office, and all the other collected dangerous items are inside of it. If the key to that Duralumin case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Which means the weapons inside that Duralumin case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Again, there was the the glow-in-the-dark paint, which would have helped the killer know that... I think that's one of my biggest complaints about Danganronpa is like, sometimes it's very easy to figure out the cases before the characters figure it out. So then you have to hear the characters being like, but what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? It's like, guys, it means this. But obviously the cases get more elaborate as time goes on. This is the first investigation, so that's to be expected. Why did Byakuya have this Duralumin case in the first place? A case packed with all this security equipment? Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case. No, that can't be right. It's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? Because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful? Duralumin case has been added to the truth bullets. Alright, well that's going to be something we're going to have to take care of in the future. Apologies again for that cut. My cat is ornery today. I don't know what is wrong with him. He's normally not this feisty. Alright, let's talk to Gundam first. Oh, Hellhound Earring, answer my call. Impossible. Is this effort futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped? Oh yeah, he was looking for that. Sorry, it's been a couple days since I last recorded. It is not a mere earring. It is the Hellhound earring. That's an earring. Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. I think it's just because of the fact that I am a massive VTuber fan. Every time I hear Hellhound, all I'm thinking is Cinder. That's all I'm thinking about. She's the only Hellhound I know. Are we summoning Cinder? Well, this is certainly random. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood. This sounds more like Buff Pup than Cinder. I'm sorry. Alright, let's stop talking about VTubers that are clearly better than me. And his drenched blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event. The Hellhound Earring. I wonder if Cinder actually sells earrings. I would buy those. I gotta get my ears pierced first, though I really want to. So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian. I wear that earring at all times. Is that really about a freaking Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now, we need to investigate.
I won't let you!
Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the explosive floorboards. So that's what transpired! Such a clever little bauble. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked toward the hall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it!
Oh, there it is! I have found it! Truly, that is the Hellhound Earring! It seems God exists for my benefit! I see. Good for you.
Let me ask.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Use your hamsters! Maybe you should just give up.
What?
Give up what? The world? I meant give up the earring.
You!
Fool! Have you not yet realized? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with closing yourselves in layers of false knowledge.
If you flinch, you
But even with all those layers, you still will not survive the winter. Why am I being scolded?
Fine.
It was foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I shall do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. Use the hamsters! He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it'd be nice if he'd actually help me with the investigation. Gaps in the floorboard. So that's gotta be alluding to something. But what would the gaps in the floorboard have anything to do with it? That's the thing that I'm wondering about. Food. Look at the food! There were a lot of fancy looking party dishes. In the end, nobody really ate that much. Can't imagine these are related to the incident. Table. Such a huge table. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Anything else? No, it seems to be about it. Wait, no, what about the AC? Overall air conditioner. Air conditioner, could it be? Is it the air conditioner that went off? Wait, but how could an air conditioner cause the power to black out? The air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner is remote control. Timer is set to 11:30. Pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. Yes, it was! Oh, so the beep was an indicator to tell the killer to cut the power! Oh, that makes sense. That makes so much sense now. Okay, now I see. The mechanical sound before the blackout, it probably came from this air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Interesting. So, again, I'm trying to think about who the killer could even be. Because, again, the only person who even cleaned this room was Nagito. Nagito would have been the only one that we know as of now who could have set all of this stuff up. Unless there was someone in here that we don't know about. I guess my theory for now is still Nagito. Mahiru, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. One minute Byakuya is alive and well. In an instant, something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine.
Why?
Not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive. Oh, girl, you can't blame yourself for that.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it. Jeez. Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all.
Got it?
Hey, Hajime, forget about what I just said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue?
Hey.
Photos. The ones I took just before the blackout, remember? Oh, yeah, she did! Okay, that is going to be helpful. Are we going to get that as a truth bullet? Want to see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Nice! Let's see. It's this photo. And this one. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but... Huh? Is something wrong? I didn't realize it until now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Yeah, that much I knew. Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath that monitor? Yeah, again, the power must have went out. So he ran to under the table. Or to get the... Maybe he had the night vision goggles under the table. He went to go get them and then was stabbed by the knife because the killer was also going to that exact same location. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, Nagito is standing right next to the air conditioner. My theory is Nagito. That's my theory right now. Prior to that, Byakuya was standing alone on the wall farthest away from that table. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something... Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Well, everyone else was having drinks and partying, so I can't... And Nagito wasn't. He's the only one who wasn't, so... I'm thinking Nagito. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Then leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that that's decided,
You better do your best.
you better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
Do you understand what's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but it's good she's all fired up now. But she's a totally different person now than when she was feeling down. I feel that. From my boyfriend's told me that I like whenever I get depressed, I am completely different to how I normally are. Nagito! I have a theory about you. Hey, Hajime, there's something I wanted to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Yeah, no shit, Nagito. That's what the blackout was for. Well, now that you mention it. But why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? Huh? You're absolutely right. Seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. No way I know. It was so dark during the blackout, I couldn't see a thing.
That's not it.
Although, if seeing was possible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something? Are you talking about her? Oh, Mikon! Did Mikon hear something? I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. Do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right. I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I'm terribly sorry about that. For showing you something so unsightly. You made me remember it again. Wow, thank you for that spread. I didn't even realize it straight up says spread eagle. Oh my god. I made such a fool of myself in front of everyone. Forget making a fool. Oh, that's Hajime, sorry. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? Well, I got startled by the blackout, slipped on the carpet, and once I was struggling to get back up. It's so embarrassing. Please erase it from your memory. You showed it to me twice. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to forget that. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Sorry. I can't stand it. Why is it a truth bullet? No! Embarrassing post has been added to the truth bullet section. That is a truth bullet. Come on, game. Oh, now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
Oh, Hajime, a moment. What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone else has to say? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. Can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a scent similar to mine. What does that even mean? Does this guy go around sniffing everyone? That sounds like something Gundam would do, or Akane. We both harbor special feelings towards Host Peak Academy. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, but... Fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree. Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm still under the suspicion that Nagito is the killer. And that's crazy considering that, why am I forgetting? Hiyoko? She was there too. I still think she's gonna kill someone, but I don't think she's the killer in this instance. I guess for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's look at the map really quick. Oh yeah, one of the other things we probably gotta look at is my pet. I gotta check out my pet. My pet pooped! I gotta clean up the poop. No, wait, no, clean. Clean the poop. It's too much poop. Let's also give it a present. Whatever, mineral water. You can have this. Is that gonna bump your hope meter? That it did. Good to know. Sonia! There is something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange.
It
no?
appears that only that wall is a different color of material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow.
I see. It is just like a barrier. Just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. What? That's only done to keep cats from getting in. Cats don't like plastic bottles? Good to know. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors?
I am ashamed.
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Maybe the killer could have escaped from the fire door? I'm trying to think of why that is a truth bullet.
Hey.
Let's try talking to everyone. It's definitely going to help us out. Now I want to check out the storage room. Someone's got to be in here other than Nagito. Storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. Apparently Nagito disagrees. Okay, so what do we got to look at? Is that a camera or the vent? That's a vent. Or a camera. No, I want to look at the vent. Are these irons? Looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons in this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Why did you go into the storage room to look for Byakuya? Because no one would have been able to see a thing. Nagito, care to elaborate? Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. But doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister? Unless I'm reading that dialogue wrong. Hang on, I want to go back and actually look at that. Was I reading after the blackout? Okay, yeah, I was just reading that wrong. My bad, I'm stupid. I read that wrong. Never mind. I still think you're the killer, Nagito, but at least on that one's my fault. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. Is this a bloodstain?
Huh?
A bloodstain? Come here, take a closer look.
What?
It's too dark. I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a bloodstain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
Well,
if that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a bloodstain! That would also explain why the killer had the irons on, because they were ironing the tablecloths. Well, my question is why? Stacks of clean tablecloths. Looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. Is that a scarf? There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. Guess we should leave them alone. Yep. A wise decision.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, how much longer are you going to stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. I don't think so. Let's move on and investigate other places already. Ah, I get it. You're right. No, actually, he's wrong. No, we need to keep... Okay, so we've looked at everything. He's just telling us we've looked at everything. But again, why does he want us to not look in here? Nagito! Care to elaborate, buddy? Oh god, you... I don't want to look at you from that angle. You look very tall. Ibuki! Find anything?
I see.
Apparently,
I see.
a great man once said, investigation should be done on foot.
Yes.
So, that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning. Hey, Hajime, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah? How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing is so good, then maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout.
Hey.
When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to the Ibuki. It'll be as easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? La 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 la! I'll hardly eat it for breakfast.
I see.
Oh, you mean it'll be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
I got it.
Leave it to me! I'm gonna take a bite out of you.
Yep.
If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Stop it! What did she take you seriously? Some people are into that. I was about to say not me, but you know, the biting is, Anyways, let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right, it was Mahiru.
It's
Next was Kazuichi's voice, and then the next voice was mine.
Hey, I can't see anything.
it's pitch black. My future is pitch black.
What a nice remark. What a nice remark I made. It's to the point and it has its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after the other.
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Ah! Don't step on my feet.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighties, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. Damn, she's just like me for real. Girl got a praise kink. Did nobody say they loved you when you were a child? Or was that just me? I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. Hey, Nagito, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said?
Hey,
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell? What's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? About that. Why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? Maybe he noticed the glow-in-the-dark knife while the blackout occurred. For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care.
yep.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that'll lead us to the truth? Then praise me! Let me bite ya! Ouch! Why are you really biting me? Again, some people are into that. I mean, not... I hope nobody's like taking notes during this Let's Play being like, okay, Blues is into this, and this, and this. Please don't document my kinks thanks to this Let's Play. Alright, so who else do we have left to cover? Oh, we glossed over the kitchen. We should probably do that. Kitchen. Yeah, kitchen. Let's do it. Let's go in here. I'm sure Teru is gonna have some clues. Teru! Got anything for us? Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Teru? That blackout totally startled me. At first, I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was, like, pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
Oh, that's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. Yeah, that's pretty normal for stoves. I see. Then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but... guess it's not that easy. Alright, what else do we have in here that could be used as evidence? Really, not much. Wait, no! Because Byakuya mentioned that there were things missing! He mentioned there was a missing knife! That must have been the missing knife! Oh, I didn't even realize that until now! Wow, just from reading through this list, looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. Appears to have been brought from outside. What do you mean? From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey.
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. Nagito, I think you're getting some information wrong. If I remember correctly, Byakuya said that there was a missing knife. So, where did that... We happened to find a knife that was unaccounted for. I wonder. Isn't it amazing? That meat is so big, even I was shocked.
Well,
It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less. You said that. I get it, but you don't have to repeat yourself. But it's so big. That's what she said. Where did you get it? I asked Nekomaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. No, not the cow! His bare hands? That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. I wouldn't mind those hands being on me, though. What? Huh? Seriously, Nekomaru's so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azabu, so wild country things like that, they slip him on a lot, you know?
man.
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste, since it's awful and this happened right as when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Kane and Peko, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them. Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there... Oh, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer! He's scary when he's mad. Party dishes have been added to the truth bullets. I wonder what that would be for.
You're right.
I'm still under suspicion that Nagito is the killer. I really don't know who else could be the killer. Alright, so next up we have the bathroom and then the office. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there.
Hey!
Hey, is someone in there? We knocked at the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should just give up for now and check in on it later. Interesting.
Hajime.
The old building's circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? Might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. No, we'll talk to Peko first. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Actually, no, I doubt Nagito. Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway.
The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
Wait!
Supposed to be here? Does that mean...
I see.
So I was right. You weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker in the Duralumin case with all the weapons in it? So, where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is... Peko suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me? What's that?
Hey,
Peko, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it will be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Peko wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? Did she get poisoned? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Peko as it is. What does that mean? I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something.
that's right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is? I think she got poisoned from the food. Which makes me think... Teru poisoned the food! theory. That is a theory that Teru poisoned the food and was going to use it to kill everyone. Okay. Okay, at this point, Nagito is not the only person I suspect of killing. It's through a lumen case. Should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey.
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular door lumen case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check what's inside the case, right? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse. See, it's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took any from there, because the key to this case was inside the case that Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that.
Maybe.
Hey, isn't Peko the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean.
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got there, she was gone. Yeah, because she was in the bathroom, because she ate the food and she got sick.
Well.
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pekko's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya. I mean, that's too simple. This is Danganronpa we're talking about. That's too simple.
Hey.
And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. Yeah, I don't think Kazuichi's onto anything. I think he's kind of dumb. There's remote control. It's for the office's air conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 p.m. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set to that time? Can't be a coincidence, right? Okay, so I guess that is something that could leave Peko to be a suspect. Also, why is the circuit breaker so high up? Man, what's this old building circuit? That must be the old building circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
Doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's... Oh, that's still Katsuichi. You're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? I did it! Ah! It's here!
Actually.
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker! By the way, I'm the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker? Well, first, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reset the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled.
Liar! I'm serious! Wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with this body all stretched out? It's gross! It's grotesque! No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame. Still, don't you think Monokuma is such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place!
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one that reset the breaker? Well, in that case, I'm convinced. There's no way to be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. Now then, I guess we're done with the office. Don't you think so? We should get going now. So then, So I guess the air conditioners must have tripped the breaker. That genuinely must have been what it is. If both of them were supposed to go off at the same time, then maybe that was enough power to set them off. Okay, you know what? That is a viable thought now. Looks like you're pretty much finished looking around the whole building.
Hey.
So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be in that danger?
Hey,
You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know.
I see.
As I thought. You sure are strong. You're definitely the chosen one. Chosen by Hope Speak Academy.
All right.
Alright, let's get going to Byakuya's cottage. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. Yeah, what? What does that even mean? This is Danganronpa, so that's supposed to foreshadow something. Is Nagito's schizophrenia starting to kick in? Is that what it is? Is his schizophrenia going crazy? Is his mask starting to slip? If Byakuya is not again, I still have the theory that he's some crazy Makoto fanboy. So he's hyper analyzes Makoto so much that he's trying to become Makoto, but he's also a schizophrenic nut, so he's going crazy at the same time, and sometimes his mask just slips. I still think that's a thing. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey, what are you doing?
They're trying to get the earring!
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
Yeah, they're trying to get the earring.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
For the earring, you dumbass!
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it.
That's a fair assessment, actually.
I
see. Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then it's possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor.
Yep.
That's what I thought. So I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from there.
But
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think it's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
wow.
No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from the outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh, right. Fuyuhiko.
So,
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
well,
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. Huh? He did?
huh?
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Huh?
Oh, hey. What are you doing here? All alone at a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Huh. How diligent of you.
Hey, hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no. Not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Yeah, of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What? Do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... Then leave me alone. Oh, he does care. And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
Hey, hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? I have played many of those, Chiaki. Huh? When did we start talking about video games? Interesting.
see.
I'm not surprised Fuyuhiko came here. Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
As a relief, I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now, we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice.
I have not unleashed even
I will
half
most
of my
assuredly reclaim the Hellhound Deering with my own 2 hands. Use the hamsters! You have 4 of them! Seems he has no intention of investigating. I wonder if we can actually look. Doesn't seem like we can. Alright. Oh, Fuyuhiko, you're actually here! What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya is the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever. Just tell me what you were doing while everyone else is at the party. Huh? Checking my alibi, eh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time? Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building.
Shut up!
Shh, nosy bitch. Jeez. True, I went for a little walk, and then, just by chance, I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why the hell would I do that? It's a coincidence! A coincidence! Alright, I got it. Dumbass. He's just a big softie. He just doesn't want anyone to know. It's okay. I've seen some very soft Yakuza members, so it's fine. And the real question is, which one is... Oh, Byakuya's is right next to ours. Okay, cool. Well, I think we're gonna go into Byakuya's cottage next time. Because, I intentionally recorded this episode a little bit long because, again, had to stop partway through because of my cat being a little butt. But you know what? I think we're gonna end things off here. Next time on Danganronpa 2, we're gonna head into Byakuya's cottage and see what's in there. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!